All verse rising, soul family, all verse rising. Let me tell you something. When it came to the country of United States, we all know that a lot of the athletes had came from New York, New Jersey, Rhode Island, the western states like Nevada, California, Oregon, Colorado, you know. So when you think about places like Louisiana, man, let me tell you something, man. Individuals who will go out jogging and running and doing martial art exercises every day out in Louisiana, you get strange looks out there. And a lot of individuals who are not into those routines, they will know that you are not from Louisiana. They know you're not from anywhere of the South. They know that you have mannerisms of individuals out in New York, New Jersey, Rhode Island, Nevada, California, Arizona, because, people out in the western states and the eastern states, they are physically in shape. They are physically in shape and very athletic, because if you look at the stats in United States, all of the healthy individuals, the athletic, healthy individuals, they always be in the western states and the eastern states. Why is that? There's mountains in the western states. In the eastern states, there's just so much like athletic activities to keep a person in shape, unlike the South, right? Louisiana is like a slave state, so you're not gonna find too many athletes out there. It's the reason why, and let me tell you this too. Have you noticed the only reason why the LSU football team has been so good? The only reason why the LSU football team had some national championships, the reason why they were so good athletically, because LSU literally had to go pay people. They had to go pay students. They had to go pay high school students out in New Jersey, New York, California, Nevada, Colorado to come play for LSU Tigers. Just so these students outside of Louisiana, that's out in the western states and the eastern states, don't be going to college out in USC, UCLA, Cal Berkeley, Nevada University, UNLV in Las Vegas, Syracuse University. The list goes on. Because there is no athletes in Louisiana. Louisiana is known, let me tell you this, a lot, just like any other southern state, Louisiana is known for having trappers. If you don't know what trappers is, please do your research. But Louisiana is known for people having trappers. They smoke all day. There's no athletes in Louisiana. Because if LSU only pick up high school students in Louisiana to play on their football team at LSU would never have no national championships. I can guarantee you that right now. Because a lot of athletes that LSU have been getting, they always came from California. They always came from Nevada, Colorado, all these states that, in all these western and eastern states that are known to have the healthiest people on the planet, which is all facts. Like, that's the reason, man. Let me tell you this too, because look, man, in New Jersey, New York, and Rhode Island, people will literally play basketball in the cold, in the snow. In New York, New Jersey, and Rhode Island, people will literally go practice martial arts and do all form of martial art exercises in the snow out in New Jersey, Rhode Island, and New York. People in Louisiana are not going to be doing that. People in Louisiana are not going to be playing basketball in the cold weather, jogging and running. Like, that's some New Jersey, New York type stuff right there, man. I'm gonna tell you this before, like me, I went running, jogging. I even trained in the snow before. And a lot of people in Louisiana looked at me like, yeah, you're not from around here, aren't you? And I was like, yep, I'm not from around here, And they told me, man, you training football in the snow, you running, jogging in the snow and all that, man. Like, people in Louisiana not doing that out here. So they knew I was not from anywhere of the South. You know what I'm saying? Because people in Colorado, they'll train and they'll literally play basketball, play football, run up mountains in the cold weather. They do that out there. The same way in New Jersey, man, they'll literally go They'll either go jogging and running by the Atlantic Ocean in the cold, snowy weather. Man, like, bro, athletes be coming from cold weather states in these hot weather states, in high altitude states. Man, bro, like, it's crazy, man. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, because southern states literally have to, it's the same thing with Alabama, Georgia, Florida, man. You want to know why Alabama Crimson Tide is so good in football? They literally have to pay high school students out in New Jersey, Rhode Island, New York, you know, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Minnesota, California, Nevada, Oregon, Arizona. They have to pay those high school students just to come play college football in the South. That's the reason why Alabama been so good. But man, the southern states do not be producing a lot of athletes. When we talking about like full-fledged athletes that be training in cold weather, in hot weather and all that, like, bro, let me tell you this about folks in Louisiana. It could be 70 degrees outside. It could be 70 degrees outside. Like, it won't even be too hot. And people will not go jogging and running out in Louisiana, especially in places like, you know, Monroe, Sterling, Richwood, Louisiana. People not gonna be jogging and playing sport activities outside in 70-degree weather out in Louisiana, period. But go to Phoenix, Arizona, go to Nevada, go to California. It could be 120 degrees outside, and people will be so in tune and they'll be so into it to just like literally be playing sports in 120-degree weather. Like, bro, like, individuals be so athletic. They be so athletically in shape out in the western states, out in the eastern states. Because look, man, like, the eastern states and the western states, like, they have the most healthiest people. Why do you think so many people in New Jersey and New York be walking so much and hardly be using vehicles? If you do your stats and research, like, the southern states, especially Louisiana, they use people in the southern states in Louisiana. They literally use technology and vehicles more than any other place on the planet. That's why you hardly ever see people like actually walk in the South. But in New York and New Jersey and Rhode Island, you see people walk all the time. You hardly see people use vehicles. The same way out in Colorado, since there's mountains and all that, people literally walk up mountains. People be like athletic freaks in nature. You probably think they some type of extraterrestrial species from another planet. By the way, they hardly use technology, and they can just easily walk up mountains like it's nothing in Colorado. Like, bro, it like all these freak of nature athletes that you be seeing, they be coming from the western states and the eastern states of USA, man. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, like, we see how athletic people be in New York, man. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, it's beyond your imagination, for real. That's why if you took a person who grew up out in New York, New Jersey, Colorado, Nevada, California, Arizona, Oregon, Rhode Island, you know, Michigan, Minnesota, you take people out in those places who do so much athletic routines on a daily basis, and you put them out in the southern states like Louisiana, and people who grew up in Louisiana for their whole entire life, and they see these people doing routines that a lot of people in Louisiana don't be doing, bro, they be jaw drop. They be like, man, yeah, like, they can't be from around here. They must be from Minnesota or some shit, or Colorado. The way they be going, running and jogging in like cold, freezing weather and stuff like that. Like, that's some, like, bro, that's the reason why a lot of southern football teams be so damn good. They have to pay high school students in the western states and the eastern states to come play for them. Let that sink in.